Hi everybody! My name is Miss Hannah from the Highland Park Public Library, and welcome to Library in Your Living Room. So I just picked up my Ready, Set, Stem Kaleidoscope kit from the library, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put the kit together so you can have your very own kaleidoscope. The kits will be available at the library starting Monday, February 22nd, 2021, and they are available while supplies last. You might be wondering, what is a kaleidoscope anyway? So a kaleidoscope is a tube that has colorful shapes inside and also a mirror. And the mirror reflects the images of those colorful shapes. So when you look into the kaleidoscope, you see these really beautiful patterns. And as you move the kaleidoscope in your hand, those patterns will change. So you'll get all of these really unique and fascinating images in the kaleidoscope. So let's see what's in our kaleidoscope kit. Okay, let's see, I've got a piece of cardstock. Then I have a really shiny piece of paper. There's some stickers. We're going to use these to stick the kaleidoscope together. I've got 3 plastic pieces too. There's this deep piece that doesn't have an eye hole. And then this piece that does have an eye hole. And then I have this flat disc too. Oh, and then the last thing I have are all of these plastic beads in different colors and different shapes. And I just dropped one. There we go. Okay, so the first step is totally optional, but it's a lot of fun. And that is to decorate the cardstock. So this is going to be the outside part of your kaleidoscope, and we're going to eventually roll it like this. So if you want to decorate it and make it look pretty, you totally can. And I found that markers work best on the cardstock. The crayons and colored pencils didn't really show up too well. So if you have markers at home, use those. Okay, so now we're going to roll this up into a tube shape. There are tabs on one side of the cardstock, and then on the other side we have these slots. You can kind of see there. So to make this into the tube, we're going to roll it like this, and then each of these 3 tabs are going to be inserted into the slots. Okay, so there's number 1. Number 2. So it's starting to come together. And then last, number 3. Okay, so now it kind of looks like, oh no, it fell apart. Let's tuck those tabs in one more time. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a tube shape. It kind of looks like a toilet paper tube. And if you want to, you can use a couple of these stickers, maybe 2 or 3, to hold the tube together and keep it in its shape. Or if you have glue at home, you can use glue too. All right, I'm going to put that aside and get ready for our next step, folding our very shiny piece of paper. So you'll notice on your paper and on mine too, there are these 2 creases on either side. So we're going to fold the paper along each of those creases. So now it's kind of separated into 3 rectangles. I've got 1, 2, 3. So once your paper is folded up, you want to bring this edge and this edge together so they're touching. And what we're trying to do is make this into a triangular prism shape. See how it kind of looks like a triangle? But it's 3-dimensional. So that's a triangular prism. I'm going to use some of these stickers to hold my prism in place. So You might need a grown-up's help for this part. You want one person to hold the paper together in that shape, and then the other person can put the sticky stuff on to make sure that it stays in that shape. It's got one sticky, two stickies, and I think I'll do one more sticky on the very edge. And three. There we go. So now we have our very shiny triangular prism. This is going to form the mirror inside of the kaleidoscope. Okay, now we're going to play with the beads. So the beads are going to go into this piece of plastic, the deeper one that doesn't have the hole. Because if you put them in the disc that has the hole, the beads would fall out, right? I'm just going to take all of the beads that came in my kit and drop them into this plastic piece. This will eventually be one of the ends of the kaleidoscope, one of the caps. Okay, I have the beads inside of the cap and I want to show them to you. So they've got a bunch of different shapes and different colors. And the next step is to take the flat plastic disc and set that on top of your beads. And this is to keep the beads in place so they don't fall out of the kaleidoscope. And you should hear a click. That's how you'll know when the disc is in place. So now the beads are inside of that disc. And hopefully they won't fall out of the kaleidoscope, because that would be bad. Alright, now all of our separate pieces are ready and we can start putting the kaleidoscope together. Take the cardstock tube and then put the triangular prism inside. And I'm going to turn my kaleidoscope on its side so that the prism doesn't fall out. So that's what it looks like now. You can kind of see a reflection of my face because of the mirrors inside of the kaleidoscope. That's kind of creepy. Alright, so now we're going to put our two caps on. So this is the cap with the beads, and that'll go on one end. You might have to twist the cardstock a little bit so that the cap stays on. Okay. Oh wow, it looks really cool already. So that's the view of the inside of the kaleidoscope. But we're not quite done. This part is the eyepiece. So we'll snap that onto the other side of the tube. And again, we might have to twist this just a little bit and kind of tuck the cardboard in with your thumb. There we go. All right, our kaleidoscope is all finished. It has the prism with the mirrors inside, and one end has the beads, and then the other end has the part with the eye hole, and now it's ready to look through. Do you want to see what the kaleidoscope looks like inside? So this is what the kaleidoscope looks like inside. And I'm twisting it with my hand. And as I twist, the beads move. And when the beads move, the pattern changes just a little bit. So there you go. That's how you use your Ready, Set, Stem kaleidoscope kit to make your very own kaleidoscope. The kits will be available starting Monday, February 22nd, 2021, and they're available until we run out of kits. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out our website, hplibrary.org, for more library in your living room programs. And if you like what you see here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, stay safe and wash your hands.